Give me a sense of what's going on with this WHO treaty and the international health regulations, which were the focus of the discussion.
Yeah, so 2 years ago, in the middle of this pandemic, the WHO and certain powerful nations, particularly the United States, decided that we needed a pandemic treaty. The world needed a pandemic treaty, and we needed a central organization to manage pandemics in the future. So the idea was we'd have a new pandemic treaty, which has never been established before, and the WHO would also entirely amend its existing international health regulations to make them more amenable to the management of pandemics. Now, a few months after that, the UN jumped in and said, oh, what a good idea. We think it would be good if we started managing global emergencies. And it could be emergencies like the WHO. It could be pandemics or biological warfare, but any other kind of global shock, we'd like to manage that. And so we'd like to create an emergency platform that would enable the UN, similar to the WHO, to declare a certain emergency and then start managing it. Well, some of us, with our ears to the ground said, this is very weird. We don't really need a global treaty. And so what is this really about? And we started reading the documents and realized that this was a sort of takeover of healthcare by the WHO. And then it expanded. So there have been a series of different treaties, drafts of the treaty, 4 or 5. And something called One Health became a big part of this. And One Health grabs humans, animals, plants, and ecosystems and puts them into the same basket and calls it One Health. And it wasn't really clear why this happened. It didn't seem useful for health. But it seems to enable the Director General of the WHO to say that anything affecting ecosystems, climate, animals, and plants, as well as humans, is within the realm of health, is necessary for human health, and therefore he could be directing those things as well. And then this got attached to the Sustainable Development Goals and Agenda 2030 of the UN. And so health now had to be managed in such a way to support the Sustainable Development Goals. And again, as I and others started looking at this, we realized this is a whole nother agenda. And as the drafts started coming out, they became more and more bold, to the point that now the WHO has insisted that, first of all, they don't want to be an advisory body anymore. They would like to be the director, the governor of health for the world, whenever they so desire.